Hi, this is the Brit Who Cares, and this is the second part of reviewing all the Attack on Titan series, and this one's going to be season 2. And before I get into that review, I forgot to mention this important part of the first video, which is how the show changed the anime community. I know I'll probably get people saying, what do you mean? Anime always been there. Yeah, I know it has been always been there, and there's been loads of good shows. But what I mean is, I gave one example of what I mean. In late 90s and early 2000s, my first anime was Dragon Ball Z, and I got into anime that way. And I know people will say there's better stories. I know there's better stories, but Dragon Ball Z is always in my heart because it's got me into the genre. And the thing is, I used to hide it watching it because it was a weird thing back then. People thought you were odd or you were the weird kid for liking anime. Yeah, I know, weird, isn't it? And there's probably seen loads of memes of that with, people my age are now pissed off because, young people now this day and age got a lot more easier, watching anime compared to now. And the thing is, the Attack on Titan came out. That's the show that people start realizing, wow, anime can be honest. You can tell same level stories as Game of Thrones, The Sopranos, but even Breaking Bad, that kind of level. That shows you anime is good. Anime is a good media. That's the thing. That's the funny thing about this. And lots of new shows like My Hero Academia took advantage of this. Even old shows took advantage of this. For example, Naruto. Again, I'm not a big Naruto fan. Like I said before, I'm more a Dragon Ball Z fan. But the thing is, because of what happened, lately, it got its own sequel series. And that's doing well, I heard. Again, I can't review on that because I'm not a big fan of it. But it's still kind of the franchise. And the same with Dragon Ball Z. Oh, sorry, Dragon Ball. It got its own sequel series called Dragon Ball Super. And we got 3 movies. And we're getting one out this year too. So, and the reason that is because the people think it wasn't on Titan. People ask their friends who always been to anime or researched it. Say, what shows have we watched next? And he recommends these old shows. That's why all these shows are getting you know, basically a bigger fan base now because people who never seen it back then, whoa, okay, I actually like this. And what Death Note, for example, that's got a lot more bigger in the last couple of years too. Since it's finished, a while ago, because of people now rewatching stuff, and even the manga is now struggling because what the last couple of years, manga prints is becoming more hard to get because people are basically buying them up. I mean, what last Christmas, then I got my Demon Slayer box set. You know, I got that for Christmas. That is now skyrocketing in price on resale site for like 400. And I went down a bit slightly from 500 to 400 odd quid. That's because of people want to see these stories. People want to read these stories too. Again, I'm not saying this is the number one anime all time. I'm not saying that. But it has made it go lot more mainstream. I mean, what Sony ain't bought out Funimation for a good reason. There's a reason why Funimation got bought. And the same with Crunchyroll. I know people don't like Crunchyroll or Funimation, but it getting bought out for good reasons because of how a big impact in the anime community is now, how mainstream it is now. So that's what I got to say about that. And the reason I mentioned that because there's a bit of this in this review where the narrative. Again, it's not the narrative to me, but I can see why it's the narrative to people. Well, I mentioned that in the review in a minute. So, let's get to the review. Okay, one of the biggest problems people have with the season, and it's like, again, not a problem for me, not a problem for most anime fans, but again, like I said in my introduction, people who's new to anime who got into this show, they knew all this stuff. So how most anime works is who adapting from the manga, and this is the thing, Attack on Titan is a manga, and the problem is even when the first season came out, there wasn't that many chapters to cover, and the same with season 2. Um, that's why it took 4 years. In 8 or so, yeah, that's not normal. But for an anime with a manga, it depends on how many chapters you got. And the problem is, like I said before, then it got released, season 2 got released in 2017. Or, it wasn't that many chapters to cover a show. And after 4 years wait, people got hyped for this thing. It's out this year. It's out this year. It's out this year. Then it was out, released. Then people found out the episode count was going from 25 episodes to 12 episodes. I remember, watching media news on this, or people commenting on YouTube or podcasters. People was pissed at this, saying that, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Why are we getting 12 episodes, not 25? Because we want to know, we want to see more. And the problem, like I said then, like I said just then, the big problem was it didn't have that many chapters to cover. That's the thing. Now, yet today's standards, a lot of people now understand that, but back then it was funny watching these people being angry at this. And again, I understand it because it compared to like other main team shows, and yeah, I know I just said you should compare to main team shows, but the problem is you don't want another Full Metal incident. Yeah, I could give a quick info about that. Cause I'll do a video on that in the future. 30 Full Metal was this good, manga, and the thing is, they done a show. It was popular. People loved the show, and what happened with that is, it got ahead of the show. It went actually past the manga. So instead of also waiting for more chapters to come out, like Attack on Titan did, it may sit up basically. It may crap up. So it fell apart, and then years later, it got a remake basically, which based more on the manga, which is called Full Metal Brotherhood. So basically, that's what it don't do that. Basically, a lot of anime would do that. Me go last year with Forgotten Land, amazing first season. And then again, that's no video I want to cover because again, I fucking love the first season of that show. Again, and then with the manga I'm tempted to, because 30 what happened in the second season with I noticed again, this is me who hung with the manga of the second season of Forgotten Land. It skipped something like 40 chapters worth of stories telling you, and then went straight to the fucking end, and it ended it. And that's why people hate that show. And basically, with Attack on Titan, the guy who made Attack on Titan, basically, he was very in charge of he's in charge of the storytelling, and he didn't want to do that, which is good on him. So basically, the show, like I said, from season 1 to season 2, it was a 4-year gap, and it cut the episodes down because it don't overlap the manga again. So yeah, that's a bit funny. So basically, this on the story bit, it's gonna be dead sort of simple, and I will mention a tiny bit of spoilers. So basically, it picks off straight after where season 1 ends, with the after credit scene where you see a wall breaking down and you see a Titan is inside the wall. Yep, the Titan is inside the wall all this time, and basically it all saying, what the fuck's going on? Why we had Titans here all along. So that happened, and then you find out the police You see him in a bit in season 1, the police people knew about it all along, and basically it's tied to what I call insanity. And what happened is he won't open his mouth, but he does mention an important figure. And again, I'm not going to spoil that bit for you because there's some bit I'm not going to spoil. There's some bits I will spoil. And basically, you in another story, more times breaking in, and find out okay where it come from. So basically, he sent a team out to find out where these times breaking in. Is it a hole in the wall? And you find out there's not a hole in the wall. And they're like, what? How are you getting in then? That's the thing. What are you getting in? And then he introduces this new Titan, which is I know what people say, the Monkey Titan, basically. To me, I call it the Monkey Titan. I know it's called something else, but you know what I mean? I had to call it the Monkey Titan because, now, he's called Mayhem. And then the big twist you find out, and again, I can't spoil it. Again, it is an obvious thing because with his face, he got the design of the Titan, compared to the humans. You probably know who it is. There you find out what his name, that Weiner and Bernhorn. So if I bust that name wrong, are Titans, and also Ymir. Again, though I bust that, but I showed their character photos on screen. 38 all Titans with Weiner and Bernhorn are on the secret mission, basically. And basically, when she's just got there by, again, this is a thing I like to go about the season, which I will cover a bit later on about the card development. You have to explain what on her side is. But basically, it had this big fight, it take Ellen, and basically the whole season it's a Western Mission anniversary, or Western Ellen, and basically you find some more secrets out about these characters, and you also find out Ellen's got a new ability, and that's how basically what the story is. It's nothing big and groundbreaking, but what I like about this series more is the character development. There's a bit more character development in this, and I know this first came out, a lot of people picked this season. And be honest with you, I don't see why. Because, yeah, there wasn't that much in it. But it fixes a lot from season 1, why I said with the character. But there's a lot more character with other characters in this, which I'm going to introduce White now with the character side of it. Okay? What I'm saying, what this season improves a lot on is the other character development. What I said in season 1, only like 3 or 4 characters got development. In this one, a couple more get developed. Sadly, Levi, he's not in that much this season. I think that's why a lot of people are pissed about this season, because he wasn't in that much. But trust me, in the next season, he is a lot more cover in that. But for example, Potato Girl. Yeah, I call it Potato Girl because I like, to me, I give her nicknames. And basically, you have to find out why she is obsessed with food. You find out that she lives outside the walls, basically. And she, basically, they are farmers. She lives like in the village with farmers or hunters. And basically, ever since the incident happened, from season 1, the village got to give a lot more food to the town because obviously, people need food, and she is pissed because obviously, anything is lazy, and basically she become more upset with food. That's why she's, upset with food, because she can't get that much food. And you see her development, you see her, realizing, in her town thinks she's weird, and to realise that she's more than she is. Like her dad said, she is more what she is. And that's what I like about on her side. With Connie, again, he's trying a bit more with him, because he lived in another village, and he found out that he is the sort of one in his village, and people used to say, or cancel him. You know, think that he's not going to be, successful. Being, a scout. No, you know what I mean? Being, basically a scout firstly. And he want to prove himself to his family. And you do find a secret about, his family too. With the giant titan on top of his house. Which again, I'm not going to give much detail about that. Because obviously I want people to watch this show. And of course, Lemay, what I said, she's got a very sad backstory. And very her backstory is what we find out now. If I think so, she is like 6 years old, something like that. Because what happened is she was an orphan in this town, this mysterious town, and then she got picked up and people to her like a queen basically. And then one day soldiers came in with guns. And this is the thing, what if people haven't read the manga or watch the anime, people will think there are guns in this world now. Yeah, the soldiers came with guns and basically saying that sort of about falsehood, false religion basically, and basically eight forces were executed, and basically she got changed to a titan. And then you find out, she hid underground for 60 years, and then she got out and she ate, one kid who happened to have a titan power. Because this kid was with Liner and Ben Home. No, Ben Home. What his name? You know what I mean? Again, I don't like to pronounce these names because I don't want to boss them, but basically he ate this one kid and she got a titan ability from that. So that's how she's become a titan, and that's what her backstory is. And the same with Krista. Again, I don't want to boss her name too, but she's got an interesting backstory, and story why my mate is obsessed with her because, again, it do show that. And basically, I know there's a thing to do with Krista to get a lot more card in the next season, but in this season, it do hint that, you know what I mean? It do hint it. So, let's get to the final thoughts. So, my final thoughts, I can't knock it too much down, as, like I said, the animation is just as good as ever. And I think it's a bit better, to be honest, with some scenes. I know we don't see much of it because, the shorter episodes count. But it's still gorgeous to look at. And the voice cast on both sub and dub, their performances is fantastic in this too. So, why is that I can't knock it 2 down? So, I give it 8.5 out of 10. Again, I can't knock it down too much. Because it's still a good, enjoyable watch. Like it's improved on the character element too, on the other characters, which it does fix that from the first season, and so hints about the next season too, with the characters, where you're gonna go next. So, yeah, like I say again, it's 8.5 out of 10 for me. Again, it's got different opinions on the board, because like I said, everyone have their different tastes, all that. And this is it for this part. So, if you want to see more videos, please subscribe for me. Or just comment on the bottom you want, about your thoughts on, season 2. So, like I said, this has been a break. Who cares? See you on the next one.